But welcome to this day one of creating a yoga habit, where we will use these short moments in the morning to, let's see what happens. I don't want to put words into what should happen. And I don't want to speak too much. I will not be speaking too much in these classes, as there's not so much time. But well, today we're going to be practicing standing postures. As I said, I'm not going to be speaking that much. So if you have any questions or comments or anything, please feel free to contact me. And so every practice we will sit for as a beginning, like to begin with our practice today. We will start sitting, so take a comfortable position where you can feel the sit bones down. So you can use a block or a pillow or something. And we're going to just take 2 or 3 minutes to close our eyes. And begin by paying attention to how your breath is today. How are you arriving to this day, to this week? How is your body feeling this morning? And take this opportunity to take advantage of the energy of the early morning, as the environment invites us to go inside, of our own world, to observe. To keep observing the breath, observing how long does it take to inhale and how long does it take to exhale. Observing the temperature of the air that goes in, and observe if that's the same temperature of the air that goes out through the exhale. And bring your hands to the chest. And set an intention for today's practice. Take your hands down. And then start slowly dropping your chin to the chest. And start slowly bringing one ear to one shoulder. And then again down the chin to the chest, the other ear to the other shoulder. And then down again. And then return to look up. With the nose facing or pointing forward, bring the ear to the shoulder. And the other ear to the other shoulder. And return. Take your arms to the front and up. Interlace the thumbs, lengthen up the arms. Exhale, lean to one side. Inhale, returns up, and then lean to the other side. And up. Release the arms down and to the back. Clasp your hands in the back, shoulders away from the ears. And then exhale, take your arms all the way to the front and take this moment to forward bend. So if forward bending all the way down is not your choice, you can always stay here And allow the neck and the head to drop here. And then walk your hands all the way to the right side and drop the chest. Return the hands back to the center and then to the other hand, the other side, sorry, and then drop the chest. And return the hands back to the center and return back and up. I'm going to remove my pillow and then extend the legs. And start shaking your legs. Maybe I'll do this on the side. Start shaking your legs like this. To the sides and up and down. Move your ankles in circles. And we're going to start inhaling, lift the chest here. Take the shoulders to the back. Exhale and go forward and curve your spine. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, forward. Inhale back, take your hands behind your hips, place your feet on the ground, take your hips to the front and up. Exhale, down to sit, press down your feet and your hands and raise your hips up. Exhale, down. Last time, press your feet, lift your hips. Exhale, unlock the elbows and take the hips all the way to the back. Cross your legs, hands to the front, tuck your toes and go directly to a downward facing dog. So this first down dog feels a little bit like you're coming from a very long night. But just accept it as it is. Start pressing your hands, lifting the hips, relaxing the neck and the head, and then take your right heel down. And then take your left heel down. And then lift your heels, bend your knees, and walk or jump to your hands. Slowly stay down here in Uttanasana, allowing your neck and your head to hang here. And bring your arms to the back, press down your feet. And slowly start returning up into a standing position. Hands to the chest. Bring your hands to the shoulders and start making some circles. Unlock the knees. Take the elbows to the other side, like the other direction. Now one goes to the back, one goes to the front. The other one goes to the back and the other one goes to the front. Keep observing the breath. Again, open arms, take your hands to the back, clasp your hands in the back. Lift your chest, shoulders move to the back. Exhale, drop your chin to your chest. Hips move to the back while you start moving your arms to the front. And then again, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, place your hands and walk or jump back into 4-point position. In 4 points, curve your spine. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, curve your spine. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, curve. Inhale, lengthen. And just in a neutral position, feel that your back is not collapsed, but it's neutral. And take your right leg back and up. Right knee to the nose. Touch your nose. Inhale, back and up. Make sure your arms are straight. Exhale, knee to the nose. Inhale, back and up. Right foot moves forward between your hands. Start moving the hips to the front and to the back. Move to the front. See how your back is feeling by doing this. So be as gentle as you need. To the back and to the front. And remember that we're just setting a base for a more comfortable body. We want your body to be more comfortable during the day. So there will not be big ambitions right now. Go up into runner's pose. Sink your hips down. Hands flat down, back to plank pose. Remember to tuck down your tailbone to connect your core. Drop your knees, go for chaturanga, and then pressing your hands, take a cobra. Exhale back to downward facing dog. So this down dog maybe now feels a bit easier and a bit longer. Make sure you relax the neck and the head. And you move forward again to plank. Tuck down your tailbone and drop the knees. Take the left leg back and up. Inhale. Exhale, knee to the nose. Inhale, back and up. Knee to the nose. Back and up. Left foot forward between your hands. Move your hips to the front and to the back. And when you move to the front of the chest, we'll also try to, to like flow forward and up. Hips to the back and up. And then with the impulse, press your fingertips and stand up for a runner's pose. Ground your feet. Remember to ground your big toes, especially well. Hands flat down, plank pose. This time and at all times you can choose to do half chaturanga, tuck your tailbone, or go for full chaturanga. Press your knees, your insteps, and take a cobra. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Please exhale. Don't worry to wake anyone up and just exhale with sound. And lift your heels, bend your knees, and jump to your hands. Arms to the back. Press your feet. Inhale all the way up. Hands to the chest. Lean to the right foot and raise the left knee. Take that left foot to your right leg. I'm sorry. And bring your hands to the chest. How can you feel the grounding in the right foot? Unlock the right knee. Relax the shoulders, take the hands down. At your inhale, start raising your arms up. And connect to your breath. Remember your intention. Hands together. Hands to the chest. Drop the left leg back and down. And take your hands down. Inhale, arms up. Surya Namaskar, Sun Salutation, down to Uttanasana. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen forward, straight back. Exhale, you can always walk or jump back into plank. Take a moment here in plank. And then go for half chaturanga or full chaturanga. Cobra. Downward facing dog. Press your heels down. Press your hands forward. And just try to make this pose to be long, to give yourself some space. So there's no special effort on this or big effort. It's more about you finding space for yourself. Lift the heels, bend your knees, walk or jump to your hands. Arms to the back. Press down your feet. Inhale, return your arms all the way up. Hands to the chest. Stay at the front of the mat. Lean again to the right leg, same side, and open your left leg to the side. You're going to wrap it around and bend your knees. Relax the shoulders, lengthen the back. Return, open. And again, hands down, Sun Salutation. Arms up, Uttanasana. Lengthen forward, Walk or jump back to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale to cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. Open your fingers. Make sure your hands are well pressed. Lift the heels, bend your knees, jump to your hands. Arms to the back. Return all the way up. Hands to the chest. Hands down. Open your arms there where they are. Lean again to the right foot. And this time the left elbow will come above the right elbow while the left knee comes above the right knee. This is Garudasana, the eagle pose. Connect to your breath and start sinking down. Three breaths. Open your arms and your leg. Hands to the chest. At the front of the mat. This time we're going to bring the feet together. Bend your knees. Utkatasana. Arms up. Sit in this invisible chair. If your tailbone is pointing to the back, make sure you ground your feet and point the tailbone down. Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, back to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale to cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. This time we will take the right leg back and up as we are doing the Sun Salutation 2 or Surya Namaskar 2. And bring the right foot forward between your hands. The left foot comes a tiny bit closer so you can drop the heel. Hands to the back, and by grounding or transferring the weight to the back, this is a warrior one. Just make sure your knee is above the ankle, that's all. It's not too much to ask. Hands to the chest. Hands down, plank pose, chaturanga. Inhale to cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. You can walk or jump to your hands. Arms to the back, press your feet, slowly come all the way up. Hands to the chest. Start leaning into your left foot and raise the right leg. Take the right foot to the left leg. Relax the shoulders and feel your grounding. Hands down, arms up. Remember that good part of your balance comes from your big toe. So the big toe must be very active in this pose. We're going to take the hands down, both legs down, chair pose again. Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, walk or jump back to plank. Chaturanga or half chaturanga. Please feel free to drop the knees at any moment. Let's take a cobra here. Downward facing dog. Ground your right heel down, take the left leg back and up. Left foot moves forward between your hands, and the back leg just takes a tiny step forward to be able to drop the heel. Hands move to the back, and then transferring the weights to the back leg, you stand up or bring the shoulders up above the hips. Hands up. Now I have a task for you. Bring your hands to the hips and make sure that those two bones in the hips are pointing forward, not out, but forward. And then arms up, the hands stay somewhere where you can see them if you look up. Hands to the chest, hands down to plank. Either you drop the knees now or you go for full chaturanga. Again, inhale to cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. Lift the heels, bend your knees, walk or jump to your hands. Arms to the back, press your feet, return all the way up. Hands to the chest, feel the feet, hands down, open your arms, lean to the left foot. Open the leg. This time we'll go the left elbow above the right elbow while the right knee moves above the left knee. Sink your hips down. Connect to your breath and to your balance. If your elbows are too weighed down, you can return them up to the level of the shoulders. And then open arms and legs and go all the way down now. Start shaking hands and feet. And come to the front of your mat again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, Uttanasana. Lengthen forward, feel the back of your legs. Start sitting down until you drop your hips and then all the way on your back. Move your wrists and ankles or shake them, whatever works better for you. And then extend the arms overhead, bend your knees and touch the floor with your feet. Take a nice stretch, returning the curves of your spine down to the ground. And we're going to stand up again. Lean to your right foot and take a big step back. This time we are opening the hips. Open your arms. Sink your hips down into warrior two. Take 2 more breaths here. Press the front foot that much that you extend the leg. The hips start moving back. Try to reach forward with your right hand and drop the right hand here. The left hand is reaching up. Trikonasana. This pose is built on your feet, not really on the form of the pose. We're reaching up but pressing down the feet. So this arm is just hanging here. Look down to your right foot, bring the upper hand to the hip, and you can take 1 step or 2, take some impulse and raise the left leg into Ardha Chandrasana. You're also very welcome to bring a block for this pose. Now both hands move down and we move into a plank pose. Half chaturanga or full chaturanga, slowly. Press your knees and your hands and take a cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. Exhale with sound. Allow yourself to release the head and the neck. Now, you are your own teacher there, so make sure your shoulders are away from the ears, like rotate your shoulders outwards. Lift your heels, bend your knees, and walk or jump to your hands. Inhale all the way up, hands to the chest. Hands down, Sorry, hands to the chest, lean to your left foot and take a big step back with your right. Hands move down, arms move up. Warrior two. The tailbone is pointing down and you're sinking your hips. Press your front foot, lean forward and drop the left arm. Reach up with your right arm, Trikonasana. Look down. You can either take this upper hand to the hip or keep it just up here. Take some impulse, transfer the weight and raise the back leg into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Both hands down and let's take some kind of handstand and return down to plank pose. Softly chaturanga. Inhale to cobra. Exhale to 4 points. Tuck your toes. Take your hips all the way back so you stretch your toes nicely. Drop your forehead down to the ground. Look at your hands. Press your fingertips and either you walk or jump to your hands. Sit down and again lay on your back. Get yourself a nice stretch with arms and legs. And stretch now to the left as if you were doing a banana with legs to the left and arms to the left. And then let's do to the other side, stretch to the right and back. Press down your feet, arms to the front. Lift your hips up for bridge pose. Remember not to let the knees open, but they stay parallel. Big toes stay really grounded. Exhale, hips down. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, hips down. Bring your hands behind your head. Lift the knees, and we're going to take a round of alternated core work. So touch the left knee. 1, right knee 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, and 35. Exhale down. Drop your knees to the right. Feel the energy in the hands just tingling a little bit. And then drop your knees to the left. Return your knees. Press your hips up for one last time. Press your arms as well. And down. Extend your legs. Make your palms face up. And let your chest relax, let your hips relax. Let yourself enjoy these last minutes. Allowing the muscles of your face to release or to melt down to the ground. Aligning your chin to the chest. Allowing your eyes to close softly. Take a deep inhale. Hold the breath. Exhale through the mouth. Start slowly taking again a seated position. Bring your hands to the chest. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today.